Welcome back. He's taking a quick break from saving lives at Grace Sloan Memorial Hospital just to join us in studio. Thank you so much. Please welcome Giacomo Gianniotti. So the fall finale ends with you and Meredith stuck in an elevator together. What's going to happen? Tell us.
Pretty loaded question. There's a lot happening. Yeah, it's been a pretty big journey for Ellen and I in the show, and sort of developing this. We shared a kiss at the wedding at the end of the last season. So
What were her lips like? That's a weird question.
Not to make you feel uncomfortable in any way.
I know. Sorry. Let's just say, was it awkward? Those scenes are more awkward than cute,
But
right?
this is we're actors. This is what we do. This is our job. You know what I mean? We both have partners and families we go home to at the end of the night.
Yes,
It's
true.
work. But obviously, yes. I mean, she's such a generous actress. I love working with Ellen. She's been such a great, welcoming person from the day one that I got on the show. And so, and I think also the writers and producers saw that we have a good relationship and we have fun working together. And so I think it was an easy fit.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, DeLuca is in a bit of a love triangle. We've got Meredith, of course, but now this newcomer, Link, he's coming. He's trying to screw everything up. He's hitting on your girl.
Of course someone named Link would do that, right?
I know. So do you like these love triangle storylines?
Yeah, I think it makes it more interesting, especially for the fans, because there's just more to contend with. There's more will they, won't they? But I like this because there's sort of a traditional way where like men are kind of like pitted against each other and this like really macho testosterone thing, and this isn't really like that. It's just kind of like these two guys are actually friends and they've played guitar together in a bar and they just happen to kind of fall for the same girl. So
That always causes problems.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
You guys don't stay friends long in that situation unless one of you bows out.
Absolutely. No, it creates tension, absolutely, but it's not so aggressive. They can still be friends and kind of laugh at each other like, oh, how did it go for you? Like, not so well. Yeah, me neither. You know what I mean? And they
She's
can have
tough.
that. Yeah, she's tough, exactly. And
Have you ever been in a situation like this in your real life?
a love triangle?
A love triangle of some kind, any point in your life?
So I don't think I've been in a love triangle, not like this, or especially in the workplace.
There's a little bit of an age difference between DeLuca and Meredith. What do you think age gaps in relationships work in general?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
I think love is love, and that has to be, from whoever you choose to love to the age to everything. Like, we can't be sort of like compartmentalized about that. If we say love is love, then it has to mean for everything. So age also is included in that. I think at the beginning of the show, at this season, Christopher Vernoff, our showrunner, came to me and said, there's a little bit of a double standard in Hollywood that men are usually in their late 40s, 50s, and they're always paired with a younger woman in her 20s, and we don't bat an eye.
Yeah.
It's very normal. We've become normal to this thing. And but for the women, it's always, there's this negative connotation, like, oh, she's robbing the cradle. There's these sort of negative double standards. So she's like, I want to flip that on its head. I want to tell a story that it's empowering and sexy for a woman to be with a younger man, and that's okay. And so I said, yeah, I'd love to help tell that story and get that on the screen.
Totally.
Yeah, and we love that. We're all here for it. So Ellen has hinted recently that the show might come to an end soon. Is that true? Carissa will be devastated, so just lie to her if it is.
We don't know where it's going to go.
please
The fans obviously would never want that.
Yeah.
Our fans are incredible. We love you guys and talk about you guys all the time. We don't know. Yeah, we can't really say.
Okay, well, what do you think has been the success? Because Grace has been on for longer than, any primetime show that I can think of at the top of my head.
Yeah.
What do you think is the secret sauce in Grace, that why it keeps fans coming and why the show goes on for so long?
I think in the beginning there wasn't really a show that had so many strong leading female characters. So I think who are independent and smart and successful and sexy and in their own right, and also a lot of diversity. A lot of people represented finally on screen in TV. So I think in the beginning that was the real hook on a really deep level, and that's continued. And I think where we've come to now is a place where we have this really great system of how to create Grey's Anatomy episodes and what the fans like, to take you every week on this emotional roller coaster and give you all the little things that you need. But we can actually make, political and social commentary as well.
Yeah.
And Grace has always been a champion of that, and, shedding light on topics going on in the world, and there's no shortness on bad things happening in this world today, so.
Unfortunately. Unfortunately so. That's it for today's Daily Pop, but don't worry, we do it every day.
That's right, and be sure to click below to subscribe to our E! News YouTube channel so you don't miss any of the latest videos.
Whether it's tackling breaking Hollywood headlines or amazing celebrity in-studio interviews, Daily Pop on YouTube will keep you pop cultured.
See you soon.